We've asked him Dephney. Dephney is the school me running. Dephney leader of the school. Time me book lo better lawyer. Ya tubla time finish me lo pray lo work is the school. Tubla time God am talking about lay him down. Lay him down is the school. So it's like last year we book lo pray in America we took lo pray with the staff lo me plan and asking God. You mean leading one man lo come na leading the school. Because it's a YWAM, you don't have just leading school nothing. You must get you're part of the training or 2 or 3 school you stop him and then you can qualify to make stuff. So Dephney I'm start the Philippines. I work missing the Philippines now me people better now the prayer. Papa God the Sloveria Sunday will come back. So Dephney will come now. We are so blessed to have her. She has a heart for our nation, especially young people discipline more now. So me begin the time to send testimony one.
Bless, we talk thank you once again, Pastor Jerry and Janet, for like, even lo Pat lo mi lo Jenny lo missing side. You get plenty of line, but there is someone so special this morning. And we talk thank you lo work married lo God, Pastor Janet, wife Vice, na is someone that to really testimony lo God lo Nepal na. I am joining missing no say young la Mary, that see them throw me inside lo bell, throw me and challenging yourself. You can make him to awesome young Papua New Guinea. Me talk say I cannot go out because me look lo finance, me look lo family background, me come long lo educational background, and I felt like he got worse na boundary stuff. But one time, I'm sida mante me na, I'm sharing sa testimony lo me, I'm kind of sem seat and kirapim bell, fire inside lo bell lo me or sem. He got money or no got money, I will still go. But God have to sali me go area because me no prepare. So since 2000 me em toko se mi bat training mi at inside lo ground blue pastem na ikili mo giant al Goliath blue lo I mean al Ben a lion pastem before lo mi sali mi go out the nation. But to cut the story short, I want to say like mi look lo team lo isla weekend Sunday em tok lo X18 and my testimony will based upon that, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit come upon you, and you will be my witnesses. You will be my witnesses, starting from Jerusalem, you go to Judea and to the ends of the earth. And to become a missionary or pastor or evangelist and all that, we can carry the name tag, but I truly believe in my heart that if you want to be effective in Salo Mission, a work of Papa God, even to go out to the nations, we need the empowerment of the Holy Spirit. We need the baptism of the Holy Spirit. We cannot preach, we cannot teach, we cannot do everything and anything under the sun without the empowerment and the presence of the Holy Spirit. And that's the only thing that guaranteed me for the past 20 years in Silo Mission, and now me reaching 30 years for me. For the 20 years me been talking yes to serving Papa God in Silo Mission. And to be honest, that I traveled, that I served God without looking in my bank account. Without looking, Papa na Mama blumin tubla man na Mary tubla stalo pre. So line lo wak koko. No pa saling 20 kinatasol na 50 kina. Bami me ko nem lo disla. But I look to a God that is bigger than Pastor Jerry now I'm talking. You know can pray lo God lo money na. You know can pray lo God lo kagaru na rice. No God. Last week speaker problem to me blossom laying down rights and to person. You seek the will of God. Provision na money na Mary na man na. O kita bi am looking sa lo will of God. You don't pray for the presence of God. You walk in the presence of will of God. And the presence and the provision and everything is locked in the will of God. And that is the word that we like sharing with you this morning time. And when we walk out the will of God, then by we making shopping list now. Hey, Papa God, we missionary na, we joining YWAM na. All the time putting post up, fundraising. I'm not stopping you to do fundraising because people YWAM, people line to make fundraising straight. But if the Lord edges in your heart, go ahead and do it. But the point will I bring him is to walk in the will of God and the presence of God. Before I left the nation, me talk to Papa God also, me no got money. And me kisi flower lo, Mount Again also talk everlasting flower ya. Me ordering lo lay or carrying pana, me carrying round lo street lo lay, must be lo selling flower just lo kisi money, lo want me go out the nation. And I do some crazy stuff now. Brother, don't walk stand at home. Mary and God give him salim everlasting flower stuff. True. Or brother walk money stand na sister him salim everlasting flower lo. what must be round stuff. But that is the desire and the act of faith that I said, Lord, I will take the first step, and the rest is a mutual all about you. We cannot be a lazy Christian and a missionary and a Bible sit down person expecting church or pastor or leader bring me give me money all the time. No, we take the first step and the rest, amen, Papa God. I do some crazy stuff, selling flour, making some crazy something. Online to backside, me one way you got to backside. Me making one something if I'm crazy, me make him. And the moment that me like losing PNG, me talking Papa God, you give me a word, and that word will carry me to the nation. And the Lord spoke to me that time is selling flower stuff and talk. Dephney, my daughter, you don't need one or something. The only thing that you need is my presence. That in my presence that I will provide you. Your provision and your everything is locked in my presence. God, my presence. Us, my presence. Finance, my everything is locked in your word, in your presence. And I said, Lord, as I take this step of faith and as I travel, Namigo, I said, your presence will go before me, within me, all around me. And that's the word that I'm carrying me go nation without any money in my bank account. Sorry, Pastor. Or do you go, me no supporting me, but every time you check your account, them zero and I. Hallelujah. Pastor, please sing out to you. Congregation, please sing out this over the time. We look at pastor na congregation, no God. That moment, the Lord changed my perspective. No can look at church, no can look at pastor, look at me. The one that I am called, I will be able to provide for you. And that's the only word that carry me go out of the nation, and I serve God out of the nation. I see signs, I see wonders, I see miracles in the remote place, mountain province floor, Asia now, Philippines. We looking all God long all, we all come na lotu long all na God crippling all, but that moment all kirap na all. Or kisimiling bro, deliverance bro na to. Kamunin pa God you carry kami like sawer or isla God. And that's the presence of God. That's why I say, that's one way. But you will receive the power when the Holy Spirit come upon you to be my witness. If you don't receive that power, don't go out and preach in the street. By using doctrine na strong you go na by pela to ante na by come again. By fight lo street man ka no soperta na sister dun ka na. Fight lo doctrine na church na display right la church, display right la lo to go na. I am fed up of this. The nation is waiting to see the manifestation of the power and the glory of God. And you and me, you may carry more saying, God must be straight like looking, all I looking, but wait until the Holy Spirit come upon you. So for them stop inside you, I'm alright. I'm just convicting na raw si mo long good. And stop until me too, I'm alright, but I'm not satisfied. But letting them come upon you, and then you will be. Time you see empowerment, the Holy Spirit, no money, no barrier will stop you to go out. And that's the word about the presence of God. And bringing me come again lo PNG because God got walk lo PNG na miya mamas lo sana quantemol. Berata na sister lo mipla lo running discipleship sana quantem church lo looking more young missionaries sino gorsem converts but gorsem disciples. Planti converts pull up lo tani ber pull up lo church but you know seni set lo tinting. We need to transform from within so we can go out as disciples. One day is la nungod me preach na. Papa God can sing glory Lord is la sing